One of the most commonly asked questions and most researched topics with real estate is how to sell your home for top dollar. And it makes sense to wonder this because your home is usually your largest investment, and selling for top dollar is usually how you actually get the return on that investment. So, I'm going to give you 3 simple tips to get the most out of your home. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Brian Simmons here with eXp Realty in Southern Oregon, and it's February 22nd. I hope you're able to get out there and enjoy some of that nice fresh snow we got today. Look, if you could do me a quick favor and just hit that like button, click the subscribe icon, and share this video with anybody you know looking to buy or sell real estate in Southern Oregon, really appreciate that. Before I share those 3 tips on how to get top dollar for your home, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on in the Southern Oregon market today. So, between Jackson and Josephine counties, we have 773 active single-family residential listings on the market today, which is about 500 less than we had at the peak in the market in mid-November. 74 new listings hit the market in last week, 55 price changes, 19 came back on the market, 91 went pending, 53 closed, and 28 were either expired, withdrawn, or canceled, coming off the market for some reason other than selling. And that brings us all to about 14 weeks worth of inventory if we were to look at just a snapshot of the 1 week. What's really interesting to me in that data is that if we look back at the whole month of February, we're averaging about 81 new listings per week. If we look back at last year in February, we were averaging about 123. So it's a pretty big difference. Clearly, that's showing that there's not as many people selling their homes as there were this time last year. I suspect that has something to do with affordability of a replacement home, whether that be because of rates being higher than they were this time last year or because home values are higher than they were this time last year. Either way, though, I think it's a good time to talk about how to sell your home for top dollar, because the more you're able to get out of your home, the more you're able to put into a new home. Okay, that's a very, very big factor in your affordability. So here are my 3 tips about how to get top dollar for your home. Number 1, appearance is everything. You need to wow people as they drive up to your house. Think about those homes that you drive by that catch your eye. What do they all have in common? Generally, it's curb appeal. Their yard looks really, really nice. The home looks like it's well taken care of, and it just jumps out at you as a nice home. And that's the same type of impression you want to create when a potential buyer pulls up to your house. So you want to start that out by having a very beautiful landscape, by having things look orderly and nice in your yard. And you want to carry that through to the inside. So when somebody comes through that front door, you want to have a great first impression. Spending the money to get those types of things dialed in and creating that first impression is really, really worthwhile. So get some fresh plants in there, some blooming flowers, get some new mulch in the yard, whatever you need to do to make it look really, really good. That great first impression, that's going to be money very, very well spent. Number 2, condition is key. You want the home to be turnkey, ready to go for the new buyer, okay? Especially if you're trying to get top dollar. That's a very, very important factor, because as soon as the home inspection happens, that buyer, if they have a bunch of different things that need to be fixed, like there's a broken window or there's paint that needs to be touched up or whatever the case is, they're going to use those things to try to bring you down on your price. And so that's, if you're trying to get top dollar, you could go ahead and knock those all out and take care of those beforehand and remove the ability from the buyer to even be able to try to negotiate with you on those things. So make sure if there's any cracked windows with failed seals, anything like that, take care of those. If there's paint that needs to be touched up, take care of that. Light bulbs that need to be replaced, take care of that. Okay, any of those little things, take care of them. Okay, make it so that house is turnkey, so that a buyer doesn't feel like there's going to be a list of things that they're going to need to do when they move in. Okay, make them think that it's going to be like moving into a brand new home. Have it be in great condition, and that is how you will get top dollar. Number 3, create competition. Most buyers think the best way to get top dollar is to price at top dollar. And that's not actually the case in my experience. It sounds counterintuitive, but in order to get top dollar, sometimes you actually have to price it at a more competitive price point to be able to then create competition and get your price bid up. Okay. So as an example, I listed a home not too long ago where I thought it was probably going to sell around $620,000. I talked to the seller and said, you know what, here's what I think we ought to do is probably list at $599. They were on board with that, and they did a very, very good job at the 2 other points that we just talked about. The house was looking beautiful, and it was in turnkey condition. So we listed it at $599. Guess what? We got 7 offers, and we sold it at $675. Okay? So that's the type of stuff that can happen if you price it right, create competition, have the house totally in great condition, have it looking beautiful with the appearance inside and out. Those 3 things, you do those well, and you will get top dollar for your home. And here's a little bonus for you too. Creating competition isn't just about pricing it right. It's also about marketing, okay? And that's why it's very, very important to be working with an agent, whether it's me or another one, who will market your home to get the maximum number of eyeballs on your listing every single day, okay? Don't go with an agent who's just going to put it on the MLS and forget about it and wait for the phone to ring. Get somebody who's going to aggressively market your listing and knows how to do it utilizing social media and all the different methods to get the maximum amount of exposure you can get, because that's ultimately how you're going to get the competition. You have to get it out there in front of as many people as possible to be able to bring those people in to see your home and to then bid on your home, okay? So that's a little bonus tip for you. If you're thinking about selling, I'd be more than happy to share some ideas with you and give you my opinion of what your home could probably sell for in this market. Just reach out to me at 541-954-7758. Give me a call or a text, and check out my website, buyingsouthernoregon.com. I hope this information was helpful for you. Please don't forget, click that like button, hit the subscribe icon, and share this video with anybody you know looking to buy or sell real estate in Southern Oregon. And I'll see you next week. Have a good one.